He's always quickest to the breakdown, so effective in this aspect of the game.
Hello and welcome to Green Flag at the Breakdown. I'm David Flatman and I'm here at Harlequin's very nicely appointed Surrey Sports Park training ground. I'm here to interview Nick Easter, and while I do that, my friend Lewis from Green Flag is going to give his car a full winter health check. Nick, let's have a look back before we talk about where we are now to big game 7. Never mind the game itself, that's been analysed to death. But as a machine, as a vehicle, how do you think these big games work for Quins as a club?
They've been incredibly innovative. I think it's Mark Evans that first came up with the proposal, and I think it was Leicester back in 2008, and obviously we've now had 7 of them and they've been extremely successful. Clearly for the fans, you know, the die-hard fans of Harlequins, but bringing you guys to rugby. And you know what it's like. Back in our day at school when we're playing for the old boys on Boxing Day, turning out, everyone likes to sort of run off their Christmas pud. Well, I think it's the same for the public. They like to sort of get out and about after indulging a little bit too much. Clearly, being an athlete I am, nutrition was obviously a high priority around Christmas, so you couldn't quite enjoy it as much.
I always found I got
Far from.
very chilly at this time of year, no covering of fat.
Exactly.
Probably the same, wouldn't you?
100%, mate.
These big games, obviously they make a lot of money for clubs overall and that sort of stuff, but it's important that even though our grounds, like the Stoop for example, hasn't necessarily got 50,000 seats to fill, that we open it up to new people, so when those lesser games come around, we're still filling those seats and introducing the game to new people. Yeah,
and they've done very well. I mean, they start off quite early. You know, clearly, obviously, ticket prices in various seats are adjusted, but it's also the entertainment. They realise they've got to put on a show. You know, there's the marketing team. We've just got to win a game of rugby. You're probably going to a different market maybe as well. You know, everyone's bringing all and sundry from their families. You know, your young kids that are loving, you know, the recent X Factor hits and whatnot, and you know that they get a show before the game and at half time, and so it makes it a very worthwhile experience.
So here's Lewis. Lewis, how was the old health check, mate?
All okay, thank you. Your car, all fine. All I advise you, what I would do is, especially as winter time's coming, is maybe looking at getting some winter tyres.
A couple of spare tyres here we could put on for change, but I'm not sure if they'll be conducive to winter conditions.
You stick that on your dash and that will remind you every time then, won't it?
Oh,
Thank
fantastic.
you, Lewis. Good man.
Thanks, Lou.
No problem.
Thanks,